So we have 100+ animals. We have cows, camels, goats, chickens, ducks, horses, alpacas, baby pigs, big huge pigs, dogs, puppies. I've been coming here for about 1.5 years now.
Now you're calm.
Each week we have a different amount of people depending on volunteers. This weekend we had Burke Deca out, and then we had a birthday party, and then just people who come to like pet the animals and stuff. So I would say 100 or more people come out about a week. So each week we go to like retirement homes, assisted living places, vet hospitals, and we take animals, different animals depending on what the resident needs, and they do therapy with them. Like camels are used for ADHD, and people who like just came out of the war and stuff, they help. You have to like maintain focus with them, so they're good with kids with like Down syndrome and stuff. And then the goats and the puppies and the chickens and ducks, they're just comforting animals. You want to see her, Joanne? We'll be back.
You are a crazy girl.
Scattered Joy Acres is a 26-acre urban rescue and therapy ranch. We're located in Omaha, Nebraska, at 49th and Newport, which is 4 blocks north of Sorensen Parkway. We take in abandoned, abused, neglected animals. Those that don't find homes become animal therapists in our animal-assisted therapy program. We work with seniors, veterans, at-risk kids, people transitioning back into society from homelessness or incarceration. We work with at-risk youth and people who are transitioning through crisis as well, helping them, provide them with therapy to help get them through that. When we're not doing therapy, we're open as a petting zoo. We also offer bonfires, birthday parties, hayrack rides, and fun family events.
I met Tim probably 15, 16 years ago when I was helping individuals that were coming out of prison back into the community. And he had a couch that was available for one of the homes that we were providing for them. And somehow I connected with him and went to his house and picked up a couch. And then a few years later, then Reagan became part of our organization and comes out here and volunteers at the ranch.
I've known Joy for about 15 years, off and on through different donations and events. This past year, I got more involved when my youngest son started volunteering and my daughter started volunteering on a regular basis. Through that, I kind of started helping advise them on how to better develop their philanthropy side and public relations side. The ranch survives on volunteers and donations. You can find volunteer applications on our website, which is www.scatteredjoyacres.org. Donations can also be made through there or mailed directly to the ranch.
I have been the executive director for Scattered Joy Acres for 12 years. I grew up on a dairy farm, and there was abandonment issues in my childhood because I was the oldest of 4 children by 7 years, and my family would go on family vacations and I had to stay home and take care of the farm. So the big old cows would wrap their heads around me and love me unconditionally, which was not the love that I always got from my family. A few years ago, I was approached by a family whose 14-year-old little girl's last wish was to ride a horse. At the age of 4, she was diagnosed with monochromial muscular dystrophy. She came out in the spring, and in the spring we have lots of babies. We have baby goats and chickens and ducks, and she was naming them all. And we had a baby camel at the time as well, and she would sit there and feed him treats, and they would roll off her hands, and he would gently take his mouth and push him down because they fell into her stroller and said, "I know they're down there, can you help me find them?" And then we got up on the horse and we rode. And Ashley sat in the front of me. She was in a brace because her C1, 2, and 3 were already disintegrated. And Ashley shared with me what a blessing her disease was. Because while she was in and out of Children's Hospital, Mayo Clinic, and doctor's offices, she was able to share what Jesus was doing in her life with other people. Which reminded me as an adult, we are to come to him, Christ, or childlike, no matter what our age is, because he already has everything figured out for us. So why do we always have to mess things up and think we got it figured out? And as we rode, she just kept sharing. In the last couple minutes, she was quiet, and I thought she was reflecting, and we came around the corner of the arena where her parents were standing, and they looked up at me and they said she was gone. Ashley died in my arms on her last wish, riding a horse. How awesome that after meeting with my mentor a week later, shared with me that I got to usher her into heaven. And we have since then ushered many other people into heaven with our animals, with goats and alpacas and llamas. And so it's just a piece, it's a journey that we take in our life.